YouTube's happening. It's Saturday, August 9th, and we're going to talk about baseball first today. We have 16 games on the slate today. We got a doubleheader in Atlanta. We're going to spreadsheet props, everything we always do. But first, as you know, we celebrate wins, but we don't run from our losses. And guess what? There's some losses to talk about today from yesterday. So, Soderstrom hit. Good job, buddy. You did your job. Carpenter and Robert both got pulled early, so they didn't get their full at bats because they got pulled. And Scuba only went 4.2 innings. So what can you do there? Overall, it was not a good day. We hit one of the overs down here. We did hit the moneyline parlay. Sweaty, but we hit it. Very small returns, but guess what? Win's a win. We'll take anything we could get yesterday because it was a rough day. So it's not about trying to win all the money. It's trying not to lose the money you have on days like this. And that's exactly what yesterday was. That's why we do our bankroll a certain way, because you're going to have days like this. If you think you're going to win every single day, stop betting. You're not going to win every single day. You should know this by now. You got to mitigate the days that are red because there will be plenty of those. It's just going to happen. That's how betting works. So, yeah, what can you do? And all we do is we look at it and say, okay, and move on. We're not changing how we do things. We do the same thing every day. We don't change our method. I've done this for over a year now for every sport, every single day. And the ones that have been here a while, you can look at the comments history and just see all the people talk about all the wins and all the money they've won and everything. So you know it works. But you're going to have days like this that you got to mitigate and hopefully don't lose your ass on. As simple as that. So if you did lose, do better. I mean, just try. Change your bankroll management strategy. Simple as that. Don't do nothing but parlays. You know what I do, right? 1%. Every single play gets 1%. Even the parlays, that's why I do a couple of them. I don't do like 7 of them. I do like 1 or 2, sprinkle it. And that way we're good. So easy stuff overall. It's easy peasy. You're going to have days. You just got to be like, rough day, move on. So that's what we're going to do. We have our 16 games here. We're going to do a little weather recap so we can see what's happening on the weather side. I kind of looked through this. I don't really see anything, but we'll kind of roll through these real quick. So, yeah. And if you're new at betting, put some questions in the comments. Ask whatever you want to ask. If I can't, somebody else will answer, because we have a community of mature bettors around here that understand that losses are part of the game. You know this is going to happen. It sucks when it happens. We know that, but we'd like to win every day, but we know we can't. We know that. So just don't be an ass about it. Just don't be one of those people like, oh, your picks suck, or like this, or go attack somebody in the comments picks. I see that on Twitter all the time, and it annoys me. Like, who started that trend where it's like, it's cool to hate on somebody else's picks? I never understood that. It's like, you want to breed negative. Like, you woke up saying, I want to be negative today. I never understood that. So we don't do that around here. We try to be positive because that's the best way to be. So yeah, enough of that. We have our games right here. So let's stop wasting time. Let's jump to the first game right now. All right, first game on the slate is going to be that doubleheader. We're going to talk about the double game in Atlanta. So we'll start with the first one, which is going to be a pick'em with a 9.5. And then you scroll down here. I'll show you the second one because it's later on the day. But still, doubleheaders. I don't play doubleheaders, and usually because it's too weird. Weird things happen. And then again, Miami slight favorite, 8.5. So there's your lines for both games. Here's the spreadsheet. Let me pull it up for both games. Go boop. And you see it's heavily Miami. The way they've been doing things, overall pretty good. Atlanta's struggling in some areas, but nothing too crazy. Look at Miami, 7-3. Look at it. Good job, Miami. Good job, Fish. Let's go look at the pitchers in this one, shall we? This is Outlier. A link in the pinned comment. Click it, sign up. Go get you a week for free, a whole week, and you get to do whatever. All sports are highlighted. All of them. So, what? NHL's highlighted? Oh, we're getting close. Oh, man. They're working on NHL. Good job. All right, we got Gusto going up against Waldrop today. Hurston, what a name. What a name indeed. Let's look at earned runs for both these fine chaps, and let's see what we can find. Because so far, I'm telling you right now, if you know me, I don't play double headers because I don't like it, but I still show you what you want to see. 3.2, this dude is very boomer bust. June, July. Very spread out, okay. Then we come over here, we look at Hurston. Hurston has only pitched in 1 game, apparently. He gave up nothing. So we need to actually dig a little deeper through ESPN to see how many games has he actually pitched, because I want to know now. Augusto, let's look at you too. You pitched a bunch of games in July, but you only started the last 2 games, so you've been bullpenning a few games. 8 earned runs against the A's on Friday the 25th. My God, that's terrible. Hurston, what you up to, buddy? Hurston's only pitched in 1 game. He had 5.2 with 1 earned run. That is it. That is, well, interesting. Okay, let's go to matchup and see what we got. There are your bullpen people. Boop, they're going to all probably get a good workout today. That's how it usually works in doubleheaders. Waldrop has never faced Miami, obviously, because he only faced Cincinnati. Miami versus righties. There you go. Atlanta versus righties, and Gusto versus Atlanta. Good stuff. And here's some injuries if you care about those as well. Here they are for you. Nice. So, Anywho, we come over here. Let's go to bats because I ain't liking none of it. And we'll start with the bats. The bats are going to be the same for both games, obviously, because nothing's going to change. We have Paulie and Profar as their only HRR contenders at all on here. 2-2 and a 1-7 is just not good enough. And then Profar is at 2-4 and 1-7. Yeah, don't love that. So the first game for me would absolutely be a pass. Let me show you the second game. So let's come back up and grab the second set of pitchers, which are going to be down somewhere right here. Got them. And the second set doesn't even have props yet because it says no pitchers, but I know there's pitchers. Let's see who is out there. Let's go back to ESPN, and it's going to be Sandy versus Eric Fetty. Oh my God, over, please. Just look at that matchup. Oh, beautiful, Sandy, baby. Oh, let's look. His last 5 games, 6 earned runs. He had 2 beautiful games, and he had 3 beautiful innings in this game. And all of a sudden, he just stopped. He's like, "I'm good. Time to be bad again. Time to clock into work." And that's what he did. He gave up 6 earned runs. And Fetty, we just keep on fading Fetty. We fade Fetty, and it's beautiful stuff. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I do not play double headers. But I am going to play one today. I'm going to do it today. Game 2 over is what I'm going for. Let's go look at that game 2 over real quick. Right there, 8.5. Yep, if that is true, if it is Sandy versus Fetty, absolutely feed me, please. So it's going to be over 8.5 in the second game. First one's going to be a pass. We don't care about that one. Pass. Pass, no lean. I ain't got time for that one. I ain't got time for that. But the other one, I got all the time in the world for Sandy and Fetty. Fetty's turn. I joke because they're not good pitchers, but I'm starting to like Fetty because he's making me money every time I see his name pop up. I make money off him. So I'm becoming a fan. I'm slowly becoming fans of some of these players for the good reasons of making money, not because they're any good. So, all right, that's what I'm taking. Pass and an over next. All right, moving on to Yankees and Houston. That's game 2. Currently, looks like we got 118 Houston with the 8 total. We come to our spreadsheet, we load it up, and we can see, whew, Yankees, what are you doing? The Yankees are struggling with the bats a little bit. That's why they're 4-6. Let's go look at the pitchers and see what, if anything, no strikeouts either stand out. So all we're looking at is earned runs and things like that. Change that back up here. Get rid of this game. Swap it back to Astros. And we have Louis Gill versus going up against Valdez. Valdez, man. Investigate that man. Investigate him. How can you be so good at strikeouts one day and then forget how to strike out somebody the next day? I don't know how he's doing it, but he does it. And it annoys the hell out of me because this dude could strike out the entire league if he wanted to, but then did pop up with a 3 spot or a 4 spot when he after 12. Like, come on. It's just ridiculous. And we got Louis Gill. Earned runs, 4.2. My God, dude, what are you doing? Your earned runs are good, right? You're like 1-something. No, you're 2-2 now because you did give up 5 to Boston. So 2-2 versus 4-something. Well, clearly Houston has a better pitcher statistically. Let's go to the matchups to see the bullpen. There you go. And we got Louis versus Houston, 0-0-0-0-0, and 1 for 6. Houston, you might have a problem. Just saying. He's been struggling recently, but he owns you in those little bit of a bats he's had. Righties for Houston versus them. There you go. Yankees versus lefties. Yeah, and Valdez versus Yankees. Judge is only 1 for 9. No, that's both. I'm used to Judge being the bottom one. Sorry, Judge is 1 for 7. Rosario is 1 for 9 with a home run. And Cabrera and Hugh, pretty good averages in the bats, but then yeah, pretty good. Let's go look at the HRR and see if anything stands out. We got Sanchez and we got Carlos Correa, and that's all we have. And Carlos should be good, I believe. I think he's probably good enough now. 2-2 and a 1-9. Nope. Carlos is at 3 and 2-2. We need 1 or 2 more days, and this another day of 3. He's probably there. So if you want to take him now, if you want to go with the base like, well, last 7 games he's been on fire and just ignore these last 6 games, you could do that. Hell, I might do that. What's his average versus? Let's go look. That was Yankees. No, actually, it's Houston. Gill. Carlos, he is 0 for 3, so nothing, but he struck out all 3 times. That's beautiful, but he's going against literally somebody who is absolutely struggling recently. How many hits do you give up? Let's look. Hits right there. Thank you. 4.8 average on a 4.5. I think earned runs is the way to go. If you want to fade, we take his earned runs. Houston's 17th in runs, so I don't know if we would want to take that. If I take somebody, I think I might say Carlos. I don't really, yeah. Let's take Corey. Let's take Corey. Corea over 1.5 HR. We're going for it. We're taking it. 110. That's okay. I can work with that. That's a nice, normal line. He's 6 in a row. He's averaging, if you go last 5, he's averaging over 3. I like that. We'll take that. Next. Our game 3 is Washington and San Francisco. We got 162 San Fran with an 8.5 total. Spreadsheet, you saw they got the win yesterday. Nice little 3-game win streak. Washington is struggling hard. My God. Washington, you're 2-8 and you're 30th in runs at 3. I mean, being 30th in 3 is actually telling you that's a pretty high scoring lead the last 10 games, apparently. So, because usually they're like 2 something. So let's go look at the props and see who is pitching in this one today. Come over here, we go chunk, and we open it up and see it is Brad Lord versus Carson Whisenhunt. So we definitely want to see Carson Whisenhunt strikeouts because Washington striking out a bunch. So that's what we're going to look at first. Whisenhunt, you have pitched 2, you're a 3.5 on a 4.5 at a plus 140. That means hell no. Earned runs, what have you done? 4 and 1. Brad Lord, what have you done earned run wise? 2, 3, 4. Not bad. Nothing standing out. Bullpens for both. There you go. We come on down. Whisenhunt versus Washington. Never faced them. Washington versus lefties. There you go. San Fran versus righties. And Brad Lord versus San Fran. 0 for 4 between them 4. Nothing new. Injuries. There are some injuries. If you care about those, nothing stands out in this one. I lean San Fran because they're at home and they have a winning streak. That's it. And the bats are leaning San Fran. They're above average. Let's go to this and see if there's any bats on there for us. There's probably 1 or 2, right? There is Schmidt, Bailey, Jungoli, and Smith. So it's 4 Giants on here. That makes me want to take the Giants even more now. 3-2 and 2-1. That ain't good enough. No, sorry. 3 and 1-9, not good enough. 3-2 and 2-4, almost good enough to the point I actually might consider that. And Dominic Smith is at 2-8 and 2.5. He does qualify. So what are you at? Plus 120. Beautiful. And you're at 115. Actually good too. Okay. Yeah, we might. I could work with both of these because he's got a 10-game streak at least. But how long has your streak been going? 10 games. 10 games of a hit streak. Very nice. So, John, what's your hit streak? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. You have a 7-game streak and you have a 10-game streak going. You're going against Washington. Okay, I like San Fran for a money line parlay now instantly. San Fran. Let me pop them in there. So money line parlay. I'm absolutely going to add them to it. Let's see what else I want to take in this one. Do I want to take one of the props for us? Ooh, I kind of want to take both. I kind of want to double dip. It's Saturday. I'm watching a lot of TV today. I try not to go too crazy on the weekdays because I have a job too. I have a career because, yeah, you can't trust social media. You never know what's going to happen. So I got to make sure the money stays flowing. So let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's double dip that chip. How about? Let's do that. So I feel like taking both of them. And they're both good odds. I don't have to parlay them, which is nice. So I can get one for plus 120 for D. Smith. Smith over 1.5 HR. Absolutely. I like that. And then I'm going to take Jung for 110, 115, 115, yeah, over 1.5 HR. This is going to be, I have a feeling today's going to be one of them days. HR comes and thrives today because it didn't do anything yesterday. So it better thrive today. It better show up and do work today. So we're taking 2 dudes with at least 7+ game hit streaks. You got to love that, right? So against Washington, and Washington's known to have not great pitching. So that's enough. Let's take that next. Moving on, game 4 is going to be Angels in Detroit. Currently, we have 130 Detroit, 8.5 is our total. We go to the spreadsheet and we see Detroit won the game, but it was sweaty indeed. Hey, a win is a win is a win, right? Exactly. So, yeah. You see that there, 30th in strikeouts, 30th in walks. Damn, Detroit. Let's go look at the player props to see who was pitching in this one. Get rid of YouTube, change that over to Angels and Tigers. And we have Charlie Morton going out there for Detroit versus Kikuchi. Okay. First, we got to see Morton strikeouts. That's one of the things we have to look at because Angels are 30th. We have to, just by law, we have to do that. And then we have to look at Kikuchi earned runs and see you strikeouts are at 4.6 on a 5.5. Not good. Not good. Earned runs, you can see he's at 3. You are at what? 2.4. You're at 2.4 yourself. So you can see that there. Let's go matchups, and there's your bullpens, both sides. Boop, boop. You want to look at those? By all means, have fun. Morton versus Angels. Historically, Renfingo has 12 at bats, 417, home run, RBI, and 1.1. Pretty good. Moncada, I guess how you say that? 9, 556, 1.2, 1.5. Pretty good. Trout 7, 286, 1-1 a solo shot with a 1.1. So we got some offense. We go Detroit. You can see Detroit versus lefties and Detroit versus Gucci. And there's a lot of green here as well. We got Torres with 30 at bats, 400 with 2.5 and a 1.1. Torque's got a home run. He's 2 for 4. Home run for Baez, home run for Rogers. Oh, man, we got 2 average pitchers and 2 teams that are actually hitting the ball pretty well historically, and Detroit's hitting pretty good currently. So I'm kind of leaning over already. Does that make sense? Is that crazy? Let's go look at the HR stuff. Angels, Tigers, load them up, and ooh, we have very little. We have Torque, who hit a home run yesterday, believe it or not. And today he is at 2.8 and 1.9. Yeah, that stretch of zeros is really hurting that. But you go five games in a row with a hit. It's pretty good. You could take that if you wanted to. He had a home run yesterday. It was a solo shot, but he did it. So I am still kind of leaning over based on the history and everything and how they did. What was the final score yesterday? I'm kind of curious by that now. It was Detroit. Am I blind? Why can't I find Detroit? Yes, it's right there. 6-5 was the final, so it was 11 runs. So they are showing some offense. Both pitchers are out. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking? I think I'm gonna trust the offense. I'm gonna trust the history that both sides have versus these pitchers. I'm gonna take the over. Is it 8.5? It is. Yeah, 8.5 at 110. Yeah. So we're gonna go over 8.5 in this one. I ain't gonna put who I think wins because I don't know who's gonna win this one. Yeah, we're gonna leave it alone. Next. All right, next is going to be Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. Currently, we got Cincy slight favorite, 8.5 star total. Spreadsheet, you can see Pittsburgh won the game, but they had 10 strikeouts because can we just talk about how good Burns looked? Like, dude looked amazing. He had, 10 strikeouts? Absolutely cooked them for a bit. They lost the game, but yeah, he did good. He wasn't the reason, I don't think. They just got no run support from their offense, which 27th, I'm not surprised. Let's go look at the pitchers and see. We got Nick Martinez going up against Braxton Ashcraft. So let's open both these dudes up and see. Both are in bottom 10 in strikeouts. So let's look. Ashcraft strikeouts. You are not a strikeout dude. Sorry. We need to actually look a little deeper in Ashcraft because we can't really see much thanks to Outlier not really covering unless you start. So we should go. I need to go up here and see this. Cincinnati, Pitts. Today, I want Martinez, Ashcraft. Let's do that. Let's learn about Mr. Ashcraft a little bit more because he has pitched a few more games than it shows here. He's a bullpen guy 100%. You can see 2-3-0-0. So last 2 games, he's pitched 2 innings, but he gives up runs. And it was Colorado and San Fran, who were both better than Cincy's offense right now. So he does get some strikeouts in 2 innings. That's not bad, but not something I really care about. And while we're here, let's look at Martinez while we're here too. And he had a bullpen game of 2.1 on Monday. So you can see how he did things. That's weird. Okay, whatever. Pitchers, teams starting to do weird stuff out there. So let's go ahead and look at the bullpens overall. Boop, boop. There's your bullpen dudes. Yep. Let's look at Ashcraft versus Cincy. There you go. Righties versus Cincy. A lot of green out there. Pittsburgh versus righties, and Martinez versus Pittsburgh. Reynolds 1 for 3 with an 8.18. 4 for 4 for Horowitz with a 3 with a 1 and a 2. So you cooked me yesterday. I might go back to you today if you qualify. I don't know if you do or not. Let's go find out if you do because I'm curious now. Do you qualify today? No, it's Friedel and Joey Bart. Is Joey Bart facing a lefty? Because Joey Bart likes him a lefty. Absolutely loves him a lefty. He's facing righties. Damn. Let's look over here. Friedel had an over day, but he's still 2-3. That doesn't count anymore. Nope, you're gone. Sorry, good sir. And Bart's not going to count. Nope. So, yeah, today's going to be one of them days. This is one of those games we just pass on because nothing is looking good in this one. So, spreadsheet one more time. Passing next. All right, moving from Pittsburgh to Baltimore and the A's. Currently, we got a pick 'em with a 9.5 total. Spreadsheet loaded up, and we see Oakland. Sacramento's offense. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to call them where they are. Sacramento's offense is doing way better in Baltimore. Let's pop over here to pay our props. And let's see who's in this game. Burp, burp. And we go boop, boop. And we see that's bats. I want pitching first. We'll get the bats, don't worry. Got to do pitching first. Got to look at who's tossing that tater. It's going to be Brandon Young versus Jack Perkins. I have to go to ESPN again. What the hell are we even doing here? Like, what is this? Like, what is we doing? Jack Perkins, Brandon Young. Here, let's do this. Come back to ESPN. Let me show you it over here. He started 1 game before that. He's been bullpenning it up, and you see when he started, he didn't do good. 4 runs to Arizona. Brandon Young he's been starting, so Ooh, that's not good. 7 pitcher props. Let's go look over here. Open up both earned runs. Just kind of look and see what they're up to. I guess we can look at strikeouts for Perkins, just because Baltimore's 21st in strikeouts at 9.2. 4 on a 4.5 with a 120 line. I ain't loving that. I ain't loving that at all. Here's your bullpens. Boop, boop. There you go. You can see both of them. Brandon Young versus A's, never faced him. A's versus righties, there you go. Baltimore versus righties, and Jack Perkins versus Baltimore, again, hasn't faced him. Here's some injuries if you care. Load up the injuries. Yep. All right, to the bats we go. Get rid of you, change you to you, and we have Mountcastle, we have Adley, and we have Soderstrom. One of the few bright spots yesterday. We might have to go back to him just because he was good. Let's see, Mountcastle is at 1-8. He's starting to heat up a little bit, you can tell. You give him a couple more days and get rid of this 0, maybe he'll be there. So not today though, not today. Adley, 2-4 and a 2-5. He has a nice little streak of, well, that's our 2 already. That's not a hit, but you can see how he's been doing. Not bad overall. And Soderstrom, Mr. I'm gonna get you 2. Don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna get you 2. We're gonna get it done. So that's what he does. 2-4 now and 5. Yeah, his 7 finally fell off the list. So you see how his average came down towards below 2.5 now. But hey, dude's been crushing so much. I gotta put him back on the list. I think I gotta take him. Now, do we take that? What do we take? Do we take him or do we take? I don't know. Both pitchers don't really. There's no advantage in the pitching. A's have an advantage in bats slightly. It's in Baltimore, so they have an advantage. So all that really cancels out. I think I'm just gonna go back to this dude. He just keeps being good. So Soderstrom, he'll be good until he's not. So over 1.5 HR. Simple as that. What's the odds on this, man? Show me. 120? I can rock a 120. A lot of places have 120. I like that. Next. All right, moving on from Baltimore to Minnesota and Kansas City. Currently picked slightly KC. 8.5 is our total. Spreadsheet about the same. There's nothing standing out here. This is it looks like it kind of leans KC because there's a lot of blue here, but they're all pretty close in the main category, so nothing standing out. Let's go look at the pitchers and see what we have. Get rid of you, change you to Royales with cheese, and we load up. We got Odubada going up against Noah Cameron, KC. No, Ober's forgot how to pitch. He's not that great anymore, unless something changed in the last game, but I don't remember him doing anything better. Cameron's been lights out. Ober's still not good. 5.8. Oh my God, that's not good. 7.4, 7.7, 4. What are we doing? And Cameron, yeah, he's gave up a couple 4s, but he has a 2 average. You look at the last 10, yeah, he's been mostly good. You look at Ober's last 10, what the hell, bro? Are you hurt in your pitching? Do you not care? Something's happening. I don't know what's going on with Ober because he's not what he usually is. So matchups, bullpen, boop, boop, and we come on down. Ober versus Casey. Historically, Casey does well historically too, especially Booby Witt. Oh my God, 480. 25 at bats with 1 home run, 5 ribbies. Yeah, Bobby Witt's going to be an HR play. We might have to do like a KC parlay against him with like Pasquatch and Booby. That, hell, maybe Perez. Salvi might have to join it too. My God, that's a 3-er right there. Oh, what are we going to take? Righties, KC, there you go. Minnesota lefties, Noah Cameron versus Minnesota. Obviously never really faced him. Here's your injuries. If you care about injuries, I got you. No problem. So let's go back up here. Let's change this over because this is KC money line. I got to go KC on this one. I don't like taking road teams on the money line, but you see how bad Ober's been? Yeah, and it's Minnesota. You know that they're on a 3-game streak, but and look who's first. Look who's first. Oh my God, that's the play. Anybody else? Lonart, Jeffers, Wallner, Isbell. My God, how many? Oh, there's Pasquatch. All right, so let's see what we got. Booby's been good. Booby's at 2.4 and 2.6. We could take that. We could work with that. Lonart's at 3 and 1.7. Ugh. I mean, you're hot right now. The last 4 games, but let's see if that continues. Like 5 or 6 games. Jeffers at 4 and 2.6 because he had just come alive here recently because nothing to whoop. That's a stock right there. Beautiful. Wallner is at 3. Wallner's been in this list for a bit now. You could take him if you want. Isbell's at 3, 2.7. Isbell clears more than anybody so far. Grychuk is at 1.8. Ew, go away. Pasquatch is at 2. Ew, go away. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's your 3? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 dudes all technically we could work with. What's our over/under looking at? 8.5. I think an over 8.5 might just be the play, just in case Noah Cameron gets rocked for 4 runs again. So we're gonna go for that. over 8.5, but I kind of want to do a parlay too. I kind of want to do like an HR parlay with, like I said, who does Isbell and Booby. I might just do both of them because you're rocking a what the hell? Ooh, look at the difference in these lines. So, all right, we're not going to take his line. I can't. That is way too juicy for 1.5. I can't do that. And if you want to take those, you can. And Isbell's probably plus. Isbell plus money, huh? Maybe. No, we'll just leave it over. We'll be smart. Yeah, we'll leave it alone. So we will put KC in the money line because I think KC, you saw the history, how they do against him. So I can see Ober having another bad day. So we'll take KC money line next. All right, moving on from Minnesota, we're going to the Chicago White Sox, who got if it didn't jump out to like a 9-0 lead for Cleveland or whatever it was, White Sox had a chance. But not today. Not today. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, can't get fooled again. So Cleveland 130 with an 8.5. We come over here. Now the offense leans Cleveland. 1-4, lost 5. We fade and we follow. So obviously Cleveland's the play. Let's go look at the pitching to see if that's the true answer. And we come over here and we see White Sox. Who's pitching? Cantillo versus Burke. Okay, let's go earn runs for both of them because strikeouts aren't really a thing to worry about for either team. Burke is at 2-2 in the last 5, not bad. And Cantillo's at 3, so slight lean to Chicago, believe it or not. Let's go to the pitchers because so far I might just leave the game alone. Burke versus oh my God, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, except 3 for 4 for Santana, just randomly. All right. Cleveland has their issues with this man. Okay. Versus righties, there you go. Chicago versus lefties, and Chicago versus Cantillo, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Under? I can't with these bats are doing good though. I can't really take the under. So man, that is something else, isn't it? It is. I did not show the forgot to show them injuries. Can't forget the injuries. There are the injuries. And then yeah, let's go to the bats to see if anybody stands out here because that's rough. Pitchers look like they're pretty good. Bats look like they're pretty good. One team's lost 5 in a row now. It's the White Sox, so they get a pass. Robert Jr., I don't like how players are getting pulled early. I don't like something, yeah. And then CJ Kafis, did I say that? All right, so we got Harris 2-6 and 2-2, close, but no. Rocchio is at 1-2. Get the hell on my list. Get out of here. Close too many tabs. Close too many. What do we got? Robert. Obviously nothing. Look at that. They broke his streak yesterday. Dude only had 2 at bats, so I believe it was 2. Yeah, so I don't like that fishiness. No, not taking a day. No, no. Fool me once, can't get fooled again. No, I don't want nothing to do with this one. What about you? You played 5 games and you got a 5-game hitting streak. Yeah, that's pretty good. Can't get better than that, right? So. Yeah, have fun if you're taking this game. I'm leaving this damn game alone. Next. All right, moving on to Milwaukee and the Mets. Man, I had the Milwaukee. Man, that was a struggle, but they won the game. So today, different story. Slightly, even slighter of a lean for Milwaukee. 9s are total spreadsheet. Again, the story gets even wider. 5, 7, 9, 1, 1, 9. Absolute. Milwaukee again. They're going in the moneyline parlay if the pitching makes sense. Because so far, I don't know. Show me. We got Tobias Myers going out there, which I like Myers. Who's going out there for the Mets? That's a good strategy, New York. Just don't tell nobody who's pitching and they can't figure it out. Yeah, that's how you do it. So let's go look at Tobias Myers a little bit just to see 1.5 earned runs. Good stuff. You see his last April, May. Has it really been the first time since May? Let's go look. Go to ESPN. Got to check out all of it. So, let's see. No, he came back and had a couple of bullpen sessions where he came out of the bullpen for 2 and 1 and actually looked great. 1 hit in 3 innings. Good stuff. Before that, you can see he wasn't bad. He just got a little hurt. So I think, yeah, I still give if this was his first game, I'd be inclined to say let's fade him a little bit. But since it's first start, since he has had 2 other appearances, yeah, I think he might be all right. So anyway, let's see. Was recalled from AAA Nashville, corresponding move. Yeah, because you pitched on July 23rd and 25th. Now it's August 9th. So you came up, you pitched for a couple, then you went back down. Now you're back up again. This time you're going to start. So and this is because of old Miz. Okay, yeah, okay. Let's look. Bullpen stuff. There you go. Yep. Myers versus Mets. Yep, have fun. Righties, Mets. There you go. Milwaukee. We know nothing. We don't know the pitchers. So here's your pitching. Yep. Why is Milwaukee only a slight favorite when we don't even know who's pitching for the Mets? Weird things, but guess what? I will always pay to find out. Not, yeah, they look fishy, but guess what? I'm a fish. I'll bite. So yeah, let's go look at the bats and see what we got. Because oh my God, here we go. Collins, Terang, Perkins. Well, Milwaukee didn't do anything for me on the HR yesterday. I doubt they're going to today. Collins had one. He was the only one that even had a hit, and you still qualify because you're that good. Terang, 3 for Terang did good yesterday. He had a home run, I think it was. And outside of that, Perkins, 2, 6, and 3. Oh my God, these three dudes are. I'm taking Milwaukee on the money line and in the money line parlay. So that's all we're gonna do. ML. We're gonna keep it real simple. MIL. Put them in the straight bet and in the money line parlay because this whole sheet right here. That's why I'm gonna do that next. All right, next up is Chicago and St. Louis. We see as a slight pick 'em with an 8.5 total. We go to the spreadsheet. We can see not good. Runs, what are those? Never heard of them. Nerfy was the play in this one yesterday. I do believe it hit, so beautiful stuff there. Outside of that, no. You come over here to pitchers. We got Palante going against Colin Ray. Neither one are really strikeout dudes, so we go Colin Ray. Earned runs 2.6 last 5, and Palante is at 3.8, even though his last 2 games were pretty good against Miami and San Diego. Let's go matchups. Bullpens, there you go for both of them. You can see that. Palante versus Chicago. Historically, we had a couple home runs for Bush and Horner, but other than that, Hap's got a 417 and 12 at bats, but 1.1. Yeah. And we go righties, and you want to see that there. There you go. And we go St. Louis versus righties, and then Colin Ray versus St. Louis. No, that's a lot of zeros. But yeah, for Donovan's 429. So here's some injuries for you. I got you on the injuries. Yep, good overall. Good stuff. So I don't like any of that. Let's go over here and open that up and see. So far, I'm leaving this damn game alone, unless there's some bat is amazing. So Hap, Gorman, and that's it. Yeah, it's going to be a pass. That's a 2, and that's a 2-4, and there's a 0. Nope, not doing it. So let me show you this. I'm passing on this one. I ain't touching it. Next. All right, next up, we got Philadelphia and Texas. Currently, we got Texas slight favorite, 7.5 is our total. Spreadsheet, you can see, leans Philadelphia because a lot more Philly logos than anything else. Texas kind of struggling in some areas. We go over to the pitchers, and we have DeGrom versus Luzardo. Both of those, we look at their strikeouts and earned runs. This is his earned runs. 2.6 strikeouts. He's at 6.4, but you see he's barely hitting the line. We go to DeGrom, his strikeouts all over the damn place. So can't really trust that. Earned runs for him is at 2.2. Even the last 2 games he get with 5. That ain't good. Let's go matchups. A bullpen. You can see both. DeGrom versus Philly, and you can see the numbers. There's a home run, but it's only a $176 for Mr. Harper. Outside of that, Schwarber's only got a 0.77. Yeah, they struggle. Simple as that. Righties for Philly, there you go. Texas versus lefties, and then Texas can't really hit lefties, but they're doing a little bit better. You can see they got some 2s now. Everybody's in the low 2s. They're getting better. And again, Luzardo versus Texas. Historically, Garcia has 2 hits, and they both went very far. So maybe Garcia pops up on the HR list. That'd be kind of nice because that's all I'd want to take in this one. And we have a lot. We have Bader, we have Marsh, we have Kemp, we have Duran, we have Stott. We have no Garcia. Garcia, where are you at? Not even close, so I don't even care. You're at 2, not good enough. You're at 3.4, Marsh, and 2.9. Marsh is absolutely worth it. Otto Kemp is at 1. The hell off my list. Get out of here. Duran's at 2.6 and 1.6. Goodbye. And lastly, 2.4 and 2.6 for Stott. For a half, that's actually impressive. But no, not for those odds. You are at 168. What the? You're at half. Why are you at half? I can't take those. I don't want to take those. Disgusting. So, yep. Yeah, have fun. I don't know. I wouldn't take anything here. There's nothing I like. Next. All right, moving on from Texas, we got Arizona and Colorado. Currently, it's Arizona 215 with a 9.5 total as expected. And we can come over here and see Colorado's offense is doing better. Arizona's creeping back up from the basement they've been in for the past month. So they're slowly showing some life out there. Better than nothing. 5-game losing streak for Rado. Nice to know. Let's go look at some pitchers, shall we? Change this up to some Rockies and Diamondbacks. We have Blaylock going out there against Rodriguez. So neither one's striking out, so we want earned runs for both. Thank you. And Blaylock 3.5. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. 3.8 for Rodriguez and 4.4. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty decent at math. And 3.8 plus 4.4 comes out to higher than 8. The total right now is 9.5. So yeah, I'm liking that over already. Already liking that over. They didn't hit yesterday. They came close. What did they get yesterday? What was that final? Yesterday was 6-1 Arizona. So yeah, decent game overall. I don't expect that to happen again. Here's some bullpens. Boop, boop. Rodriguez versus Colorado, and you can see they actually have good history versus Scott. That's actually good. Lefties for Rado. There you go. Zona versus righties, and Blaylock versus Zona. Not much there. Here's some injuries. Gotta know you care. I got you. Don't worry. Let's look at some HRR. We should have a bunch on here, I would assume. I could be wrong, but who knows? I'm wrong. There we go. We have none. We have no HRR. So ooh, we have a bunch in the 60s. Like there's a lot down here in the 60s. Look at that grouping. That's literally like 10, 12 dudes right there. I'm still leaning over. I see the numbers here. I see Colorado's doing better. I see Arizona's heated up a little bit. I know both pitchers are combining for an 8+ earned runs allowed between both starters. Then we got bullpens to contend with. Beautiful. At 9.5 total for plus 100. I'm taking that. Over 9.5 next. All right, only a few games left. We have 3. It is Boston, San Diego now. Currently, San Diego 145 with a 7.5 total. We come over here. Look at the points. Points, please. This is one of the few that hit yesterday. The offense came through for us. Boston had 10 runs by themselves. Thank you, guys. Let's look at the player props. Let's look at some pitchers, shall we? And see who's pitching. Give me average pitching again. I would love to take another over if possible. Michael King versus Giolito. Okay, I want earned runs for both just to see what's happening. 1.5 earned runs. Really? Are you sure? Let's go. Michael King has not pitched. I was like, wait a minute. I haven't seen Michael King's name in a minute. And I'm right. It was May. All right, let's go look and see what has he done any bullpen work at all? Is he just coming straight off the IR or IL, whatever you want to call it? Let's see. I got to pull him up down here. Michael King. So his first game, we were going to fade the ever-living shit out of this. So, boop. Let's see, Slater, 60-day IL. So you're coming straight off the list. You've done no work at all. When you were in there, you were decent, but it'd been a minute. You first game action since May, so it's been 3 months since you had game action. Oh yes, we're fading that. We have to fade that. That's just the rules. So head to head, you can see he's only faced him once now. It was last year. Giolito, how are your earned runs doing? You're at 2-2, which is okay. Boston gets to face a dude coming off the injury list. 3 months without professionally pitching against any real game action. I'm liking Boston money line. King history. There you go. Versus Boston. 5 or 6 for Bregman. A lot of zeros, but let's see. Boston versus righties, San Diego versus righties, and Giolito versus San Diego. Home run for O'Hearn, but only 1 in 28 at bats and a 143. Ugh. So injuries. Got you. There's some injuries. Have fun. Yes. Let's go look at the bats before we decide what we're doing in this one, because I think I'm taking Boston for sure. And Boston's plus 130 in the money line. That might just be the play to take right there. Just give me the money line. We got Wong, we got Duran, we got O'Hearn, we got Toro, we got Abreu, we got Cronenworth, we got Story. My God, over. I might take the over and then Boston the money line, because why not? Wong's at 2.6 and 1.6. We'll just look at the last 5. 2.6. You're good. I'm not gonna take an HR. O'Hearn's at 1.8. Toro's at 2. Abreu's at 3.2. Abreu's probably good, isn't he? I bet he is. 2.6, yeah. Abreu clears both 5 and 10. Cronenworth is probably good too. 3.2 and 2.2, close. And then lastly, Story is good. Story's been great. 3.7 and 3.4. Yeah, Story's amazing. So we can make a parlay. I can do a 6-man parlay out of this game alone, probably. Absolutely could. So I'm going to be taking a Boston money line. That's gonna be the play. It's plus 130. I'm gonna take that. Thank you. I gotta fade the guy who hasn't had professional game pitching in 3 months. I gotta do it. So yeah, he's at home, but Boston's offense ain't no joke. I mean, look at the offense. It's great. So they're 8-2 in the last 10 for a reason. I'm putting Boston in the money line parlay too. I gotta do it. Next. All right, moving from there, we got 2 left. We got Toronto and the Doyas. Currently, we have Dodgers 160 with an 8.5 total spreadsheet. Look at the hotness. Yeah, Toronto did lose yesterday, but they're still very, very hot. So get rid of that and that. And I want to see, what was the score yesterday? It was 5-1 Dodgers. They actually did well shutting down Toronto's offense. Amazing. Didn't think it was possible, but it is apparently. Earned runs, not runs, but pitchers. There we go. Snell's pitching against Bassett. Oh, Dodgers are 25th in strikeouts. Toronto's 1. Snell's one of them dudes where strikeout numbers don't matter because he's that good. But then Snell, until he gets in his prime season form, Snell's average. We know this. So we got to look at both. We're going to look at Bassett. Or let's do Bassett strikeouts first while we're thinking about it. 4.6 on a 4.5, but he can show off that he can do that. But he's on the road. I don't love that either, so I'm going to leave that alone. His earned runs are sitting at 2.2. Let's go Blake Snell. Hits allowed. Nope, strikeouts. You can see, boop. Yeah, he had 8, 9, couple games. So his first game of the season, he had 8 strikeouts. Pretty good. Head-to-head, when he faces Toronto, he only had 3. Remember, Toronto is #1 in strikeouts for a damn reason. 5-7 in the last 10, 6-9, 6-5 in the whole season. You're taking strikeouts for Snell, you're going to work for it. I'm sorry. Could he hit it? Absolutely. It's Blake Snell. He can do what he wants. But, yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. He's at home, though, which does make it nice. So, I don't know. I don't know. If you got to question it, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Let's go down to Snell, history versus Toronto. And there's a home run for Springer, but he's only getting like 2 for 11. Outside, not much. Not much here. So, lefties for Toronto. Dodgers versus righties, and Bassett versus Dodgers. 2 home runs for Muncy, 2 home runs for Ohtani, and there's your injuries to boot. So far, I like Snell. Snell's one of my favorite pitchers. Been one of my favorite. So, and man, Toronto's offense is so damn good right now. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's go. Yeah, let's go look at the bats. Anybody popping up over here? It's a lot popping up. All right, we got Barger. We got Ohtani showing up now. We got Ohtani 2.5 showing up. We're not going to do that. We got Freddie Freeman. We got Clement. We got Straw. We got Schneider. And we got Bo. There's a lot of people. I can't take the over here, can I? 8.5, I can't really do the over. Barger's really close to hitting. Ohtani's at 3.6 and 2.6. He qualifies. If you want to take it for a smooth 175, no. Parlay maybe, but no. Freeman 2.6 and 3.2. He had a nothing last time, but hey, he's been great before that, so I would take him again. You can have a bad day occasionally. Everybody has a bad day. Clement 4.2 and 3. He qualifies. He is boomer bust though. Like you're getting it or not. As simple as that. Straw. I don't know why we're even looking at Straw. Schneider's at 3.8 and 2.4. So yeah, Schneider's probably good too. I can make a 6-man out of this game too. Bo 5.2 and 3.8. Mr. Bichette is crushing it. So this game and the Boston San Diego game, I can clearly make 2. I could probably make a 6-man out of both these games each. Amazing. So for this one though, I'm going to leave the game alone. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't want to pick, so I'm going to leave it alone. Next. All right, last game is going to be Tampa and Seattle. Let's see what we got here. Oh my God, this game's so bad. It is 120 Seattle with an 8 total. We come over to the spreadsheet, look at the numbers, and Tampa forgot to play baseball. Clearly forgot. Seattle's got a 5-game win streak. Seattle probably. I mean, why would you ever take Tampa in this situation? They are struggling so bad right now. John Boyle's going up against Logan Evans. So they're both striking out bottom 5. So let's look at strikeouts for both guys before we move on to 4 and 5. And then Logan Evans strikeouts is right here. 3.5. Come on, bro. Come on. 5.8, 6.8, 7.6.2. So yeah, 5.5. You could take this, but he's on the road. I don't love that. And then Logan's at 3.5. He is boom or bust on his strikeouts. What about earned runs for both of you? 3.6 for you. What's your earned runs looking like? Click it. There we go. 1.8. So Boyle's better with the strikeouts overall, but really he's only pitching 3 games this year. 1 was in April, 2 are recent. So take that with what you will. Oh, this game is terrible. There's your bullpens. Evans versus never faced the Rays. That's good for Evans. Rays versus righties. They do like them some righties. Seattle versus righties and Boyle versus Seattle. Nothing much. There's some injuries. There you go. Don't care. I don't care. This one, I don't care. This is a pass, right? This got to be a pass. Ain't going to be nobody good. We got Camarino. We got, however the hell you say that, Crawford and Coleslaw Young. All right. Junior's doing good. He's about to start being in the list of HR candidates because these are going away. So, but not yet, not yet. You have only played in 5 games total, and 1 was last year. These 4 games. So yeah, not enough. Crawford's 2-2, not good enough. And lastly, Young's at 1-6. Ew, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Yeah, this game is not worth my time. It shouldn't be worth your time either. If anything, if I had to pick, I'm taking Seattle money line at home. You're 120 on the money line, I would take that. But other than that, I'm leaving this game. Hell no. Pass on this game. Nothing about this makes me want to take. I don't, no. So let's go back to the top spreadsheet. Let's do a money line parlay. I already have it technically, but we're going to roll through it just in case you missed it. I want to make sure you have it too. So we passed on the double. I took the over in game 2 in this one, but I'm leaving money lines alone. I know money line here. I took San Fran in this one. San Fran for sure. We're following them. We're following everything. It's not a strong one, but it's there. I left this one alone. Something's fishy on this one. I left it alone. Don't like it. Pitt, Cincy, nothing. Nothing in that one. And we got this one. I left it alone for money line purposes, obviously. This one I took KC. We're fading Aubert, who is just terrible right now. Could take Cleveland. You want to fade, you could fade the White Sox, but not a fan. We're leaving it alone. I'm taking Milwaukee so they lose. Just gonna do it so they lose. 71-44. They are amazing. St. Louis and Cubbies, absolute not. Let's see what's our last one. Is going to be not that one. It's going to be not that one. It's going to be this one. I took Boston. Yes, San Diego's offense is doing good, but we're fading King, who hasn't pitched professionally in 3 months. So first game back is against Boston. Yeah, give me Boston to tag at least a few runs off the guy. So that'll be it. And then lastly, I know some people were asking for this yesterday. All right, so we're going to do Nerfies real quick because I know people have asked for it. So I'm going to do overs. That way we can see what's happening. So these are the pitchers that, actually, no, we want to do unders, actually, unders. So these are pitchers that have gone under 1 run allowed in the first inning, which is how a Nerfie works. So we can see everybody. These 100s, these 5 pitchers, King's on here, that's funny, have in their last 5 starts, have not given up a run in the first inning. Simple as that. 80% means they have given up a run in only 1 of the last 5 games. 60, 40, you see how that works. And then down here, so you can look through those. You can pause it where you want. You can see that. But I want to show you that so you can see it. I'm not going to do it every day, but I did today because we have time. So that is going to be it. So today was the games. Tomorrow is Sunday. The weekend's almost over already. Sad. We have all these games. I'll be back tomorrow. I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're playing. Check out HQ. Check out Outlier. Let me know if I missed something. Pitching changes. I appreciate when you all put when the pitching changes happens. You know well before I do. So I check the comments before I check like Twitter. So I appreciate all that. And I will see you tomorrow on Sunday for some more MLB talk. Peace.